Recognize the bill's sponsor, Mr. Downing, for a statement on the bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Over the course of the coronavirus pandemic, the Small Business Administration carried out an extensive effort channeling funding to small businesses facing unprecedented economic challenges. In total, during this period, SBA provided over $1.2 trillion in emergency loans and grants to small businesses. Two of these SBA COVID-era programs, the Restaurant Revitalization Fund and the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant, targeted financial assistance towards businesses that rely on confined gathering places and were thus disproportionately harmed by lockdown policies. While COVID-era SBA programs in many cases delivered much-needed aid to small businesses, they were also exploited to an unacceptable degree by criminals seeking to defraud American taxpayers and secure illegitimate loans and grants. According to a 2023 report from the SBA's Office of Inspector General, SBA distributed over $200 billion in potentially fraudulent funds in its COVID-era programs. This level of fraud undermines the integrity of the SBA. It is essential that we track these criminal fraudsters down and hold them accountable. Notably, the statute of limitations for prosecuting fraud for SBA's Restaurant Revitalization Fund and the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant is set to expire in December. If Congress doesn't act, law enforcement will not be able to investigate and prosecute these crimes. This is why I introduced H.R. 4495, the SBA Fraud Enforcement Extension Act. This bill extends the statute of limitations from 5 years to 10 years for fraud with respect to SBA's Restaurant Revitalization Fund and Shuttered Venue Operations Grant. This extension will provide critical time for law enforcement to track down fraudsters and hold them accountable. Moreover, it will establish parity with the statute of limitations for fraud for other SBA COVID-era programs like the Paycheck Protection Program and the Economic Injury Disasters Loan. I'd like to personally thank my colleague and former Air Force veteran, Dr. Conway, for co-leading this legislation with me. The fraudulent spending of federal taxpayer dollars undermines our trust in our government. It is essential that law enforcement is given the proper tools and authority to punish those who subvert the integrity of the SBA and to ensure fraudsters face consequences for their actions. With that, I urge my colleagues to support this legislation, and Madam Chair, I yield my time.
Thank you. I now